Good morning to you on a Wednesday here in Austin, Texas. It's Match Play Wednesday. Cameron Parker behind the glass. Craig Way in the air on the way to Kansas City as the Texas Longhorns in their first Sweet 16 since 2008. Jeff Howe will be along shortly. He is stuck in that match play traffic. So I got Ty Henderson across from me. Ty, we're back, baby.
There, no. Mic one, yeah. There we go. Now we're back. Yeah. I mean, we had a great show the other day. It's good to be back here with you, though, Cameron.
Are you heading out to the match play at all yet?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm thinking tomorrow's the day.
So when you head out to the Dell match play, are you just watching golf? You just getting some Tito's vodka? What's your game plan? What's your itinerary?
A little bit of both. It's been a few years since I've been able to go during the week. You know, when most of the golf is being played. In the past few years, I've gone on like Saturday and Sunday when it's only a handful of matchups left. So there's not as much golf to be watched. But I'm really excited to get out there tomorrow. Like you said, drink some Tito's in the Tito's tent and watch my guy Scotty Scheffler. I'm really excited to see Tommy Fleetwood.
Okay. Okay.
I know you're a big Tommy Fleetwood guy, aren't you?
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, Tommy Jesus.
So, I have a little wager on him today.
Okay.
Winning his matchup, he's a slight favorite. But yeah, exciting weekend. It's one of my most favorite months of the year, but definitely one of my favorite events in Austin throughout the year for sure.
Yeah, he's facing off against JT Poston today. JT. He could not putt to save his life against the Valspar last week, so I love that Tommy Fleetwood matchup, even winning his group. Where is the Tito's location at for the match play, for those who are interested?
I'm not sure. Usually my judgment and memory is a bit clouded. Holes? Yeah, it's one of the big grandstands.
Okay, so you might be behind. I think the Dell Grandstand Hospitality 10 is right behind 13 green. So are you?
I might be thinking of that 10, honestly.
Okay, so you could be. I know the one across from 11 to par 3 is the Cadillac Covert.
Is that like the 1884? Isn't there like an 1884 tent or something? What is it?
I think there is.
Okay, I think I've. I usually having a very good time, and my memory is cloudy.
So usually I'm not frequenting those locations because I'm out covering something for the Horn. But you have the fun part of it.
Look at you being productive.
Yeah. Well, if the weekend comes, it's hard when Scotty Scheffler keeps winning every single one of his matches because you can't really enjoy yourself, right?
That's another guy that I have a wager on today.
Yeah, he's playing the best golf, as we talked about.
Heavy favorite today.
Heavy favorite. I like him a lot. And then Chris Kirk and Matt Kuchar. Kuchar's playing Victor Hovland today. If you're looking for some early action for Wednesday, Matt Kuchar, who lost to Kevin Kisner, I think 3 years ago in the Match Play Championship. He's been playing phenomenal golf lately. He loves his course.
I got Kisner.
You like Kisner?
He's an underdog.
Is always good. Yeah, he's a bulldog. He's a bulldog, Ty. Kiz is always a good bet. Look at the guys who. I mean, Kiz lost to Scotty last year in the Match Play Championship match as well, and Kiz wasn't even playing great golf coming into it. So it just seems like if you're a Match Play guy, it's a short course. It's not a bomber's paradise, so that helps a lot of the shorter hitters such as Kevin Kisner or the Matt Kuchars. But if you're interested in watching some of the Texas guys go out, Jordan Spieth, he tees off. I think 12-16 is his first match against Mackenzie Hughes, the Canadian. And then Scotty Scheffler teeing off pretty late today, 2:50 p.m. against Davis Riley. That'll be a tough one. Riley played pretty good last week against the Valspar. Out of their group, I like Scotty to come out. But if you're looking for some UT guys, 2:50, get off work, maybe take off work just a little bit early and catch the end of Jordan's match and the beginning of Scotty's match. Hopefully the weather will clear up because yesterday was disgusting, Ty. It was pouring rain. Traffic around here is it's not great, as Jeff Howe has found out, but it should be a fun week. Hopefully it heats up this weekend, and will you be out there this weekend as well?
We'll see. I got the Saturday and Sunday lineup here at the Horn to do, and I know Roddy Rodriguez, it's looking like he might have a little bit of extra time on Sunday before the NASCAR event here at COTA. But yeah, I mean, it's looking a little bit better outside. Is it supposed to get sunny today at any point?
I don't think so.
That's rough.
But tonight, you'll be back in the studio as well.
Yes, for the Flex ATX show with tonight it's me, Derek Cohen, and Nolan Hogan. We'll be having some special guests in studio. Bryce Hager, former Baylor Bear, NFL linebacker with the Los Angeles Rams and St. Louis Rams. I think he played for. I think he goes that far back. And then we'll be having the Hayes running back on room in. The names are escaping me right now. I don't have the sheet pulled up, but it should be a fun night with some local high school sports talk.
I believe 7 p.m. start time.
That's usually it's usually your show, right? That's when it starts, right?
Hey, haven't had it in like a month because of Texas baseball.
Damn.
So all the Wednesdays games, yeah. So if you can't check it out today live, hornfm.com or search flexatx.com or the Flex ATX podcast. Again, Ty, Nolan, and Derek Cohen, the boss man.
Usually not the on-air personality coming out of the bullpen, though.
See, that's why I'm not going to be in the show tonight, because if Derek's going to be in there, I don't want to be. He's going to be taking notes and all that stuff. But, yeah, make sure you check that out. We'll be back in next week. I think Zach Lucero, he's going to Utah with his girlfriend's family.
Look at him.
Probably shouldn't have said that on air, but you know what? Pastor Smasher has a question for you, Ty. Ty, are you bummed out that Dell Match Play is not coming back?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I'm not an ACC member, so all the talk about members being upset about it, it's like that doesn't have anything to do with me. I just like having a golf tournament here in town. It's really always, I mean, it's expensive. But it's good. I've never not had a good time out there. And how many of the top golfers are here? Was it 42 of the top 50?
So depending on how you want to look at it, it's supposed to be the top 64 players in the world, but there's quite a handful who are missing because they're on the Live Tour. So 42 of 50 is about right, because you're missing Cam Smith and Dustin Johnson, Abe Ancer, Joaquin Neiman. So it's definitely the weakest field of match play has had in quite some time.
So who's takes those guys' places? Is it just the next 20?
Yeah, basically the next guy is up on the official World Golf ranking list. So it's why if you're looking at this year's list, and it's not nothing against these golfers, but there's a lot of guys out here that you probably won't recognize if you're just a casual fan. I mean guys like Ryan Fox, doesn't really move the needle for you. Even JT Poston, the Postman, Victor Perez, Davis Thompson, Adrian Moronk, Andrew Putnam, Scott Stallings, Lucas Silver, all great players, but
Scott Stallings is the only guy I've ever heard of all those names.
You're missing Cam Smith. You're missing Dustin Johnson. I mean, Phil, he's not a top 64 golfer, but when Phil was a top 64 golfer and could play in this event, it's a big draw.
How many times did Tiger only play once?
He played once in the Austin one. He's won the most WGCs of all time, but he only played in the Austin match play once, which was 2018, and he lost in the semifinals to Lucas Bjerregaard after he beat Rory McIlroy on Saturday, which was the most fans I've ever seen at the match play in the 4 or 5 years I've covered it.
So, and not only is this the last Dell match play here in Austin, but this is the last match play.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah. So do you think that's why was that decision made? Was that like the guys on the tour don't like it, or is it just for TV viewing, not as
I think there was a lot of different reasons into it. I know Dell wanted to change the sponsorship to Intel. The PGA Tour didn't want to do that. There were some disagreements in terms of the money, and basically the PGA Tour just stopped negotiating with, I believe, the Austin Country Club and Dell Technologies. And so when they were ready to come back, PGA Tour said, no, we're good. And they have already decided they wanted to move the Houston Open, which usually plays in the fall. That's been bumped up to this point in the schedule, because what the PGA Tour has done now, Ty, is they've created what they call designated events, which is basically the WGCs of the past, which is 8 events where you get more money, you get more.
There's no cut line.
There's no cut line. You get more money. It's basically trying to keep the PGA Tour guys on the PGA Tour from defecting to live. And so this year, the match play is a designated event. You get more money for showing up, and you get money even if you finish in last place. That next year will be taken by the Houston Open, but that won't be a match play. So the guys talked about it yesterday. John Rahm and Scotty Scheffler were all interviewed about the match play and what it meant to them, and if they would want to have it come back. And both Scotty and Rahm said that, yeah, we love match play, but the way the schedule is, the PGA Tour doesn't have anything on the board for 2024. Now, it could theoretically come back in 2025, but it won't be at the Austin Country Club. It would have to be in a different venue. I don't know if it would be the Houston Open. It's got to be, typically they look for courses that are great for match play style, because not every course is great for match play. Like the Austin Country Club, great golf course would not work in stroke play. It's too short. But for match play, it's great because it does not favor a single golfer.
So is Austin Country Club the only course in Austin that could host a pro event, or could something happen at like Barton Creek?
I think Barton Creek would be, so the PGA Tour, it's not about the course, it's about can they fit all of their hospitality tents? Can they have room for the media center? Can they have room for, parking and all this other crap? It's about the infrastructure, not about the courses, which is why
wouldn't Barton Creek have better infrastructure?
It's so hilly. I think it's so tough to get to, and with parking, I think it'd be a pain in the butt. I've heard rumors about Cimarron Hills in the past, which is up in Georgetown. That's owned by Jack Nicklaus. It's a really good championship-style course. Driftwood Country Club. That's brand new. Have not been out to that, but I've heard that it could definitely fit a PGA Tour event. I don't know, but it does suck not having a tour event because the last 4 or 5 years, this has been the best week for me. It's so much fun to be able to get out there. But, of course, with LIV, I don't know if it's run its course, but it kind of sucks if you're a fan and you want to go out and you want to see, DJ or Koepka or Cam Smith or Phil. You're not going to see it this week because, they currently aren't allowed to play.
And
PGA
it's also
Tour
really
events.
hard to watch that on. I can't find it on TV. What is it on, like CW?
CWF, yeah. I haven't figured it out either. It used to be last year's on YouTube, which was perfect because you could just look on YouTube, but you have to. It's like on the CW from a certain amount of time, and sometimes it's on tape delay.
Now, if a LIV event started in Austin, would you have any interest in going to that?
I don't think so.
Are you just the most PGA Tour stan there is?
I'm not really a PGA Tour stan. It's just not exciting golf for me.
Why? Because the team element or what?
The team element is cool, but it's not really different than the PGA Tour. You're still playing 18 holes. Like, sure, you're all teeing off at the same time, but it's like the last couple events. The whole point of LIV was like it's going to be star power, right? We want to have like the Cam Smiths and the DJs winning these events. The last 3 events have been won by, I think, Charles Howell the third, Carlos Ortiz, and then Daniel Lee won last week. It's like Danny Lee, excuse me. Does that excite you?
No.
Yeah.
I saw Oosthuizen was in the top 3 last week. I don't know. Right?
Louis Oosthuizen, yeah. But who does excite us is Jeff Howe. Jeff Howe, welcome back. How was the traffic?
West Bank sucked. It usually does, but not your alma mater, Ty. This the part of 360 that intersects with it. It was worse. Coming north was worse. Like, dude, I left in plenty of time. Like, wow.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is about this city. Like, if you're driving in Dallas or Houston or even San Antonio is a little more like Austin, you're like in a line of traffic. You're like, man, there must be something really bad up ahead. And then you get through where the traffic jam stops and there's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, so what's the deal here? What are we doing? I think it's just people in this city don't know how to merge.
Yes.
I learned that a long time ago. So, Tyrus, how you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you?
Good.
How was Des Moines?
Des Moines was lovely. There was snow on the ground the whole time I was there, so
sounds awesome.
Couldn't really do a whole lot. Cam, you good? Cameron, you good?
It took me 30 minutes to go from the exit off of 183 to the station.
It's the year 2023. I thought we were gonna have flying cars by now.
No, we're going the opposite way.
It does seem like we're going the opposite way. Hey, before we get into Longhorn football, some Longhorn basketball, and Cameron, if you want to talk more golf, Tyrus, keep those headphones plugged in, sir. I'm not done with you yet. You got anything new, exciting in the card game going on lately?
I got
I know Bucky and Aaron don't let you talk about this, so we'll give you this forum on Light the Tower to do it.
A nice college Aiden Hutchinson RPA the other day at a National Treasures, which I ordered offline. Was pretty cool. I got a Jeremy Shockey auto the other day. But I've been slowing down. I had told you I sold my Trevor Lawrence Dragon Scale card.
It's a sweet looking card.
I know. I wish money was a little tight, and sometimes I'm just trying to collect guys that I like at this point. You've kind of inspired me with your
my contenders auto project.
Yeah.
Did you like the deal I got on that Sam Ellinger
card?
Oh my God!
Yeah, I meant to. What at 99 cents?
I won an eBay auction for that card for a whole 99 cents. Yeah, it was, and it should actually be in the mailbox today.
So there you go, mail day.
That today, yeah, we'll have a mail day. There's something else. Oh yeah, I went to Target last night. I had to run an errand. By the way, I forgot to tell you, Cameron, you'll love this. So yesterday, I just decided, I've got a lot of stuff I've got to get done, and UT had a basketball availability yesterday, and I'm like, you know what? I've still got a few things from Des Moines to pump out that I got from the open locker room access. I don't really need to go to the basketball availability, so I text my colleague Chip Brown. I'm like, hey, Chip said he needed to go. There was some stuff he needed to get. I'm like, hey, do you need me? He's like, no, I got it. You're good. So at that point, I just go home like, great, I can get a head start. Well, little did I know, I forgot until I got home and opened my back door to get my backpack out, that when I went to grab lunch yesterday, I left my backpack with my computer in it in the office here. So I get all the way to San Marcos, and then I realize, you know what? If I want to work, I got to turn around and go right back to Austin. So I had to wait for the wife to get home. So, can't leave my 5-year-old by herself. So basically, by about 8 o'clock last night, I finally got home with my computer and was able to get a little something done. So
Greg also left his computer here.
Did he really?
2 days ago. So what's going on?
I don't know,
with you
man.
guys?
Something's in the air.
I think it's just, for me. I think I'm just getting old, man. I don't know. My body's falling apart and all kinds of stuff. But no, yeah, Ty, that was good. I won that Sam Ellinger auction for 99 cents. That's the best deal I've gotten. I won a Charles Amenahu auction for $1 to get his Contenders auto.
And how many do you have like a set of all these guys that you're looking to play? Or just
I can run down the names that I need because I'm keeping track of this. So I need to complete the set.
Because I'll keep a lookout.
Ricky Williams, Sean Rogers. I've got Olive 02, 03, 04. Derek Johnson and Cedric Benson. Vince Young and Michael Huff. Brian Robinson. Olive 08, which is Jermichael Finley, Jamal Charles Lambert Swede. Brian Arakpo. Colt McCoy, Earl Thomas. Aaron Williams. The Justin Tucker card, which I'm not going to ever own. Because that's like a $1,600 card. Because it's his only rookie card. All of 2013, which think I just bought that on ComC. Kenny Vaccaro, Alex Okafor, Marquise Goodwin, Deontay Foreman. That's little Jordan Humphrey. You just need to find time to get those. Those are readily available. So yeah, I'm
not too many big ones in there. I'm sure the Ricky Williams and the
I'm
Earl
hoping
Thomas.
that by the end of the year, all I have are like the big ones left. Like Aaron Williams is a big one because this is a super short print. I mentioned Justin Tucker. What was the other one? Michael Dixon is in 20. He was a 2018 rookie, but his is in 2019, and that's like a $50